Hey, what's up, everyone? So here is going to be a little bit of TA on both Bitcoin and Ethereum, just because we, are getting a quite a massive move up right now at the moment. So that's, definitely nice to see. We've been just in, the very oversold territory for quite a while. So it was definitely at that make it or break it moment. So it looks like we, are getting a nice move now to the upside. So, if we could sustain above these levels, that's going to be really, really good for both Bitcoin and Ethereum. And, then we could start hopefully reclaiming some of those lost levels. But yeah, so real quick, just as a recap on the last video where I was doing some, a TA on Bitcoin. So I was saying that, whenever you're having these intercepting lines from these different resistance fans, it's definitely important levels. However, I was also stating that the fact that we're very oversold, especially like on the daily, this level over here, we haven't been that low for a very long time. And the last time we had that, that's finally when we started getting that move to the upside. So I was saying that, I was going to be very cautious looking for shorts just because, while we didn't look in a very bullish environment, just for the fact that we were very oversold for, weeks now, it just made me want to be cautious. So yeah, so kind of diving into that. So as I was saying on that video, if we could hit here, that would have been a really strong rejection. However, I was saying also as time and price is moving along, you do need to look a little bit for lower levels, just because a lot of times you'll kind of lose that momentum. So you'll generally not go as high. So that's kind of what happened here initially. So we came up right here where this anchored VWAP was, as well as these two different intercepting lines. So we had three different points of confluence right over there. And then right off of that, we did get, a move back down of 2%. And then we were able to reclaim that. That's kind of what I was saying. Why I was wanting to be cautious, just because, a lot of people might take shorts from that level, but, then we'll come back, reclaim that, and go higher. So, yeah, so I didn't actually take a short from that level. I was looking on the really local time frames, such as 1 minute. There was a small little divergence. So really the only area you were really seeing stuff from was on this like 5 second. But again, I'm not gonna really get into a trade off of 5 second when we've been very oversold for quite a while. So I never got into that trade. But so, currently right now, you can see that we are coming up to, we had a little bit of resistance around this area. We're right now kind of breaking through that. So right now we're just kind of like in, the pump city mode type thing. So if we are start reclaiming these, areas right here, this next area right over here in this zone is going to be where we're finding some resistance potentially, unless we are keep on just, pumping. Definitely going to be keeping an eye on these lower time frames and just seeing if potentially, this is just a small relief rally before we continue crashing more. But as long as we get kind of past this zone right over here, that golden pocket area, which is also all these intercepting lines, we're gonna be looking quite good. And then also, also, if we're pulling like a volume profile from all this price action, you can see that we did come back into this range as well. So that this really strong area right over here, it's that golden pocket. We have all these intercepting lines from a lot of macro polls and more local polls. Plus, it's also the point of control of this volume profile. So, this whole area right here is definitely a place where we can, come up to and then reject from. And, maybe we come back down here and then continue bouncing higher potentially. But again, this area, this area right over here is definitely not a place you're going to want to be looking for long from. You're going to be, if anything, wanting to prioritize shorts. So yeah, so that's kind of the rundown on Bitcoin. And then also, There is a video I'll post a link on it at the end, but there is a video where I'm kind of like going over of how a lot of times you'll get the same levels with different kind of strategies and TA. So this kind of really just shows that again, because you could see that this is a golden pocket area of a macro fib hole. You can see that it's a point of control of a volume profile, and then for my strategy of how I'm using all these intercepting lines to find those areas to just do the kind of the bare minimal TA, but really get strong bounce levels. That would be another area where you're having all these areas where it's kind of going hand in hand with all the other TAs. So yeah, so that's the rundown on Bitcoin. And then on Ethereum, let's see kind of what Ethereum's doing. So Ethereum, we did get this, we have this really nice divergence on the market site for oscillators. So we have, a lower low, but then we have a higher high on the momentum wave. And as you can see, we're also getting a nice move to the upside. We did break past this resistance zone over here. We didn't even really respect it very much. So Ethereum just been really hammered over the last few weeks. So it's just trying to make a little a little comeback. So right now we are finding some resistance off of this anchored VWAP, which is pulled from this more macro move down. So we are finding a little bit of resistance on that, but if we could come above that, this whole area over here, there's going to be a lot of resistance, it looks like, in that area, because you could see quite a bit of these intercepting lines. We have this we have this fib level right here, from the fan pool. Then we have, let me get rid of this one real quick. So let's see, this might also be, yeah, so it's that golden pocket. We have three different intercepting lions. So you could probably refine this down a little bit, to make it a little bit smaller of an area of where you are looking kind of from a trade from. So I would be looking kind of maybe more in this area, and then you could also see it's a like flip zone. So definitely be cautious on that as well, because again, this could just be a quick wick up, and then quick rejection down to make lower lows. But I think we personally have quite a bit room to the upside, if not starting to go for those higher levels again. So hopefully this was both the bottom, and this was the bottom for both Bitcoin and Ethereum. So we just got to see what happens. And yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions or anything in the comments, and I'm gonna post a video to two different links to two videos that you guys might want to check out.